Close your eyes. Picture this. It's the 89th minute. The score is level. The crowd is a wall of noise. A striker receives the ball in the box, swivels, and fires home. The stadium erupts. They see a moment of individual brilliance or a lucky bounce. They see the finish, but they miss the foundation. He's the hero, the one they'll chant for. But in that moment of pure instinct and execution, where did the goal truly begin? Maybe it began 20 seconds earlier, with a midfielder checking his shoulder, absorbing pressure, and playing a simple, perfect 10-yard pass into space. Or a fullback, timing a run to pull a defender just one step out of position. Or a number 10, with a single glance, directing the entire rhythm of the play. The goal scorer finishes the story, but they are not its only author. Hello and welcome. Today, we're talking not about the finishers, but about the authors, the masterminds, the architects of football attack. These are the players who see the game not just in moments, but in movements. They draw the blueprints in their minds, lay the foundation with a look, and construct chances out of thin air. While others are running, the architects are measuring. While others are reacting, the architects are designing. They understand that a goal is simply the final brick in a wall that was started 60 yards back. This video is your blueprint to understanding them and how you can think like one. We are breaking down the architects of football attack. We are exploring the Phase 1 foundation, the half-space scaffolding, and the final third symmetry. We are moving away from chance and towards structural dominance. Stop hoping for goals and start engineering them. The construction is beginning. The first thing that separates an architect from a participant is perception. Most players see the game as a series of pictures. The ball, the nearest opponent, the open teammate. An architect sees the entire frame. They are constantly building a 3D mental map. They are asking questions a computer might ask. Where is the space right now? Not just in front of them, but in the weak zones behind the opponent's midfield or between a center back and a fullback. What is the opponent's defensive structure? Is it a compact 4-4-2? A staggered 4-3-3? The architect identifies the shape so they know which lines to break. What is the weight of my next pass? Not just direction, but pace, spin, and trajectory. A pass to feet to hold possession is different from a pass into space for a runner. The architect delivers the right tool for the job. Think of Iniesta, Bruno, or Odegaard. They rarely look hurried. Why? Because they had processed the picture before they received the ball. Their famous scanning, the constant head movement, wasn't a tick. It was them updating their blueprints in real time. They are less a player reacting to the game, and more a conductor anticipating the next note. Your first step to becoming an architect is to train your eyes. Watch a game, but mute the commentary. Follow just one player in the attacking midfield. Watch their head. Watch where they look before they get the ball. You are witnessing the blueprint being drawn. You cannot build a skyscraper on a swamp. In the protocol, an attack begins in your own defensive third. This is the hunt for the clean exit. The architect begins with the baseline pivot. They use the goalkeeper and the two center backs to create a numerical superiority. By drawing the opposition's press toward them, they create a vacuum behind the first line of defense. To be dominant, your foundation must be pressure-proof. You aren't just passing the ball, you are baiting the structure. You are inviting the opponent to step out of their defensive shape. The moment they bite, the foundation is set, and the first vertical corridor opens. This is the marker of a high IQ team. They win the game in their own half. Once the foundation is laid, the architect moves to the scaffolding. This is the transition phase, and it happens in the half spaces. The center is a crowded corridor. The wing is a boundary trap. The half space is the connective tissue of the attack. When an architect occupies the half space, they are coiled, ready to pivot in 360 degrees. From here, they can see the diagonal reality of the pitch. They connect the defensive foundation to the attacking front line. This is structural connectivity. You are creating linkages. If the opponent blocks the center, you use the scaffolding to go wide. If they go wide, you cut inside. The architect doesn't choose a path. They build all of them simultaneously. Architecture happens in specific places. While genius can strike anywhere, there are three prime zones where these players orchestrate the attack. 1. The deep-lying playmaker, the register. Think of Pirlo, Xabi Alonso, Toni Kroos. Positioned in front of their own defense, They have the whole canvas in front of them. Their tools are long diagonal passes and tempo control. They switch the play from one side to the other, stretching the defense and finding the weak side fullback in acres of space. Their greatest weapon is time. They seem to have more of it than anyone else. If the attack is a skyscraper, they pour the foundation. 2. The advanced playmaker, the trequartista or enganche. The classic number 10. Think of Zidane, Ozil, James Rodriguez. They operate in the pocket between the opponent's midfield and defensive lines. This is the most dangerous zone. From here, they play the final defense-splitting pass. Their tools are through balls, clever flicks, and an ability to turn under pressure. They are the interior designers, adding the flourishes that directly create the chance. 3. The dynamic creator, the Metsala or free 8. This is the modern hybrid. Think Kevin De Bruyne, Luka Modric, Jude Bellingham. They aren't confined to one zone. They start deep and carry the ball through midfield with powerful runs and arrive late in the box. They are architects and builders. They use a combination of driven passes, powerful runs, and late arrivals to destabilize defenses. They don't just draw the blueprint. They grab a hammer and help build it. The point is not to label yourself, but to understand the principles of these zones: deep control, advanced creation, and dynamic movement. Your personality as a player will determine where you feel most at home. The architect's mind needs the right tools. These aren't just fancy tricks. They are fundamental, repeatable skills. Tool number 1, the body shape, the foundation. This is everything. You must receive the ball on the half turn. Your hips should be open to the field, not square to your own goal. This one movement buys you an extra second of vision and allows you to play forward immediately. It's the difference between playing a safe backward pass and spotting a runner. Tool number 2, the pass portfolio. An architect doesn't have one pass. They have a portfolio. The incisive through ball, using the inside of the foot to bend the ball around a defender. The driven needle pass, laces through a tight gap, requiring conviction and precision. The switch diagonal, lofted or driven to change the point of attack and exploit space. The give and go, 1-2, the most fundamental architect's move. It's not a pass, it's a contract. It says, I trust you to move, and I will find you again. Tool number 3, the misdirection, the deception. Your eyes and body can lie, look one way, pass another. A subtle shoulder drop can sell a defender on you going left while you go right. This creates the half yard of space needed to execute your blueprint. Watch Bernardo Silva. His low center of gravity and feints are constant subtle acts of deception. Tool number 4, communication, the instruction. The archetypes don't just use their feet, they use their hands, their eyes, and their voice. A pointed finger to direct a run, a shouted command, hold, turn, go. They are literally directing traffic, ensuring their teammates are reading from the same blueprint. As we enter the final third, the architect demands symmetry. Most attacks fail because they become narrow. They allow the defense to pack the box and suffocate the space. To be extremely lethal, the architect uses width as a weapon. This is the width-to-depth protocol. By pinning the opposition's fullbacks to the touchline, you stretch the horizontal distance between defenders. You are stressing the material of the defensive line until it cracks. This creates channels of inevitability. You aren't looking for a small gap. You are forcing a massive fracture. When the defense is stretched to its limit, the architect provides the final stress point, the ball into the seam. The goal is the signature on the blueprint. For the architect, the finish is not a struggle. It is the natural conclusion of the system. If the foundation was solid, the scaffolding was connected, and the symmetry was perfect, the goal is an inherent certainty. This is the hunt for the high-probability zone. The architect doesn't ask for a miracle shot. They design a tap-in. They move the ball to the coordinate where the expected goal value is at its absolute peak. This is the marker of the elite. They don't celebrate with surprise. They celebrate with the satisfaction of a job well done. The building is complete. Football is not a game of chance. It is a game of design. So, where does the goal truly begin? It begins with a thought, a decision, a vision that sees not just players, but possibilities. It begins with you. Being an architect isn't about a position on a team sheet. It's a mentality. It's the choice to take responsibility for the attack. To be the one who demands the ball when things are difficult. To be the one who sees the pass that no one else does. And to have the courage and the technique to execute it. The game will always celebrate the finishers, but never forget the quiet satisfaction of the creator. The deep understanding that you built that moment from nothing. Lay the foundation, build the scaffolding, maintain the symmetry, and sign the work. When you master the protocol of the architect, you stop attacking and you start governing the pitch. This has been the protocol for the architects of football attack. Go to the pitch, train your eyes, hone your tools, and start drawing your own blueprints to build something legendary. Because the most beautiful attacks in the world are the ones you have yet to design. Thank you for watching. If you want to continue building your football IQ, make sure to subscribe. Now, go create.